I'm on too. There we are. Welcome back to U.F.F. Untitled Fan Favorites, the show where I, Lev, am actually up above this time round. Normally I say I'm down here as the hands and up here is the heart, and so instead it's reversed. Whatever. This is a fluke. This is opposite day. Okay. I've got everything locked in. I ain't hitting those locks. Chaos will ensue. The only thing holding us together are those feckin' locks. So, let's do the standard stuff as always. Magicus is here to teach me, in this case, about Final Fantasy V. And we have been playing it for a while. I also do, with Commissar Feelgood, I do Vampire the Masquerade. With Chesh, I do Final Fantasy VII. And with Krendar, I do Psychonauts. In the new year, we might even have a new person, because I'm opening it up to anyone watching right now. If you know me, if you can reach out in the Discord, say, drop a line. Drop a goddamn line and throw me your suggestion. All I can do is say no. It's like online dating, except I'll probably block you a lot quicker. So, let's get into it. You ready to go, man?
Yeah, let's do it. No time like the present.
No present like the past.
Let's see. Yeah, we left off. We had Knight, White Mage, Black Mage, and Thief at our team.
Very generic, but good for a first-timer.
Yeah.
I've already just basically done everything in town.
Well, you will definitely change those as you go through. You won't keep them forever.
No. So here's my stats.
Yeah. Level 12's fine. That's perfect for where we're going. So.
It was diminishing returns to grind around here. I mean, I was doing little.
12 is about as high as you're going to realistically get here.
Yeah. So, we're off to that mountain. That's all I know.
Yep. Candy Mountain.
Yeah. Why is it with people remembering those goddamn unicorns as of late? Everyone's been re-remembering it.
Maybe I'm just thinking about people stealing my kidneys.
Oh, they stole my damn kidneys! Come play with us, Charlie. No, you guys are dicks. Simpler times. Boop.
Yep.
North Mountain.
This is really straightforward. There's not a whole lot.
I've even taken the items out of this so we can just go straight on. See?
Yeah.
This is as far as I got, though. Galcat.
Yep.
Make some gal.
I think these ones can cast Confuse on you, which is actually... Or what is it? No, what is... They can cast... That one? They might be able to cast Float.
Oh.
And if you confuse them, they can cast Float in your party, which is actually useful for other parts of the game.
So you're saying we'll come back here at some point to get some float?
Oh, no, we're not going to... You're not going to do that. But for the 4-job Fiesta, it's worth noting some stuff like, say, the Poison Eagle can cast Float on you. And there's a few different ways. You can either confuse enemies into doing it, or there's the Beast Tamer class, which can control enemies and make them do your bidding. So, oh, we got a Wild Chesh.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the best Final Fantasies by far.
Chesh, as you're the first person in, how do I sound?
Yeah, the variety of gameplay in this, because of how many classes you have access to, you're just going forward. There's not, really anything here.
Okay.
Don't step on the flowers.
Alright.
So here's the thing. If you had talked to one of the people in town, and this is a recurring theme, by the way, the townspeople in these games actually do tell you very relevant things. And one of the things that they tell you in the town we just came from is that there are a lot of poisonous flowers that grow on this mountain. Do not step on them, or your entire party will get afflicted with poison.
Well, this looks terrible.
Yeah. So there are other points in the game where there's very specific things that you are advised not to do, because if you do them, you'll probably die.
You know what?
But
that is very fair. I'm just going to move something around on my screen real quick here. My angles are all a little bit off. There we go.
See, this is one of the biggest gripes I've had with like a lot of Final Fantasy games. Like, the NPC dialogue always feels like random and pointless. And it's just like, oh, well, shouldn't they like tell me something useful? And in this game, there are actually NPCs that tell you very important things. And that is one of them. So, we have a boss fight in the next room here. You may want to heal up.
Yeah. Let's have a look. What's wrong with the stats? Good, bad? I'm not self-conscious or anything. I'm just want to know, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, so I think Final Fantasy V is kind of nice because it does reward you for actually talking to people. You do learn things.
Sweet.
This is not the boss fight. Keep going.
I know, but, you know, I see flying cats and I have an urge to kill them for
so,
you know.
You actually have, you have an emergency option for this. Remember that rod that we picked up in the other town? Well, the one that you probably have it equipped to your Black Mage right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you use it as an item, it basically is a bomb. You picked up a Frost Rod, which will cast Blizzaga on whatever you use it on, but once you use it once, it goes away forever. Now, in a little while, you'll be able to buy these rods, and then you can use them as often as you want until you actually learn Blizzaga or Firaga or anything. But if you really just want to use the quick and easy I win this fight button, you could just sacrifice the rod and instantly win.
Will I need to?
No. But there are some parties where it's a little bit challenging, so you may consider doing it.
What's that? Addle-plated foul complexinoid skullflaw. That is just love it.
Remember, Ferris is a pirate, so we're trying to use
Arg. A good good Bristol accent going on there. Oh yeah, they use such fun phrases Woo!
in this game.
She just let them do this, by the way.
They can't swear in a Nintendo game, but like at the same time, they use really, really just fun, colorful language.
What are you doing? Thwarting my plans?
Thwarting your plans?
You know what? Yes! Alright. Just attack?
Just kill him. So again, if you want to instantly win, you could use the rod and you win. Yeah, you can always try. You know, like I don't think that she has nothing to steal, but you know, it's worth checking because some bosses actually do have things that are worth stealing. I think.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I should probably pull up my list because I actually do have the notes for that. Since you
Ooh, power couple. Yeah, not the steal.
Yeah, they don't really have anything that you need to get from here, but like there is an enemy in this area where you could have stolen high potions from, but you don't need them yet, so it's not a big deal. And you have a white mage anyway, so
yeah. Speaking of, maybe I should actually use them for the job that they're intended for.
However, you also have made the correct decision to kill her first because she actually does heal him.
I noticed.
So for the 4-job fiesta, depending on what your team is, like, it could be kind of rough. That where maybe you have like 1 black mage and like 3 white mages or something, and like, you might want to just be like, I'm probably not beating them in a fair fight, so I'm just gonna use my Blizzaga rod.
Woo!
But you're fine without it.
Got a whip and a power drink.
Yep.
So does that imply that he was roided up?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
For sure. There's an entire class based on that. The Chemist. It's actually like the most powerful class in the entire game.
Basically just an alchemist?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep, you can drink all the cool fun potions you want and basically make yourself immortal. Oh look, here's the Windrake in a field full of poison flowers. I wonder what could have possibly happened to it. See, I like this because the cutscene makes it really apparent what these things are if you hadn't actually figured that out earlier. The whole reason that this mountain is dangerous is it's covered in poison.
Mm. I like the song.
Also,
it's pretty.
So this is another really fun theme throughout the game. Lena often does a lot of nonsense that like poisons herself. She gets poisoned like multiple times, and it's just really funny because it's almost like she's addicted to it.
Fucking the sea captain guy from Venture Brothers.
My stars and garters, you're out of your gourd, young lady. That was insanely reckless.
Erect. I heard Erectus there.
Oh, here a wild Jess came home. But you have a Windrake now, so you can actually fly.
Oh, sweet. That anime Apothecary Diaries. What does that sound from? Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't think I watched it, but I think I saw clips of it. I like the medicine seller one. That was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, Bart does not like flying at all.
Oh. Just drink 50 of those tiny little vodkas that you get on the flight.
No, she is, obsessed with eating poison. Oh. I always nickname Lena at the mop because she spends so much time just unconscious on the floor.
Alright, where to?
Well, there's only a few places you can actually go to at this point, so...
Yeah, can't go over the mountains, so...
You remember, you were on... So, to refresh your memory, we came over here from the left side of the map because we were trying to get to Walls. But we got shipwrecked, so we never actually made it there.
Okay.
So... Yeah, you can see the area that you're looking for is down to the south. You're landlocked in where you are, but you can fly over land here. So you can't go outside the mountains with the Windrake.
Here?
So there's a town here, which you may want to visit. I think there's silver specks you can find from one of the guys there, and I think that there's also another one of... So remember I told you some of the NPCs give you useful information? There's, I think, another person that tells you something important. And the person, I think, on the very right of town also gives you some hints, too. Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah, no, you can talk to that thing.
Oh, okay. Just kick me out the map. Boop, back in you go.
Well, yeah, that's the edge of the map. But so that little enemy down there that's walking around is Garula, and so yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, you may have encountered a couple of them when you were near the other town.
Should I buy anything here?
If depends upon what classes you want to use. So you don't have them yet, but Time Mage and Summoner are going to be ones that you can use. You can come back here and buy them later, but they're spells. So if you want to use the spells for those classes, you're going
I have to
buy
switch
them.
it out. Yeah, that's fair.
But so yeah, the enemy that's walking around is a relatively peaceful monster. It like usually never attacks anyone.
Yeah, isn't that? I remember that. Isn't that intentional to show that, like, no, don't just slaughter.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, don't just slaughter everything you see.
If you remember, in Final Fantasy IV actually did a very similar thing where they talked about how the antlion was such a tame beast. And then it attacked you and you had to fight it. Well, Garrel is kind of the same thing. Except
buy this.
You can buy like some knight armor here. You know, like again, you don't need a whole lot, but you may as well. You're here, you got him. One of each is fine for him. Just get one of those for your thief, and then I don't remember if you have cotton robes.
I do. I just checked.
Yeah.
Iron.
Also, remember you can use optimal to just equip the best stuff for your guys.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. Hello, Troy. So I think there's the weapon store if you want to get some more stuff. Now we are also in a really cool part of the game because you can get one of the most powerful accessories in the game and the castle here, but it's optional and it's difficult to get. But you can get it because you have a thief in your party.
Mm.
Yeah, so that building on the left has an item in it that you might want. Yeah. If you had to guess where it is, where do you think it is?
There it is.
They prevent blind status on your character, so you probably just give it to your knight because he's the one who needs to physical attack the most.
That makes a lot of sense. Boop, boop.
Yeah. But the castle has one of the best items that you can equip for most of the game, which is the Elfin Cloak. It lets you automatically evade 25% of all attacks.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yep.
I like that when you fall down it, your character gives like the shocked face emoji, like. Arr!
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else in the town that you really need, so. But like one of the things though, like I said, they showcase the fact that there's this Garrula monster that's over there, and he's totally fine and harmless, and it's like, oh look, a little girl can just like sit next to him, and he's cool. So it's great.
Castle.
All right, save out here.
Okay.
No, I don't remember if they actually told you about him or not. Actually, no. One of the people in the castle, I think, does tell you. So you can go in. So there is like a monster that's in the basement. They warn you, like, if you go trying to steal stuff from the basement, you're probably going to get your cheeks clapped. Yeah, there you go. Go downstairs. That's fine. Don't worry. You can talk to that guy. So there's another optional boss fight we can do in here, but let's go get the Elven Cloak first.
Okay.
Go up first. This leads out to the moat, which is so behind us is the path that like we're gonna come back here. You can see there's like a waterfall there. Yeah, well, that's where the secret summon is. We don't need to go there just yet. But yeah, you can walk in the moat. It's really cool. And there is a path that loops around on the other side. I don't remember if there's any items in the moat anywhere, but if there are, like, they're not terribly important, so I wouldn't worry about it. Though there is one moat later in the game that actually does have a very important item in it, and I will mention it when we get there.
Alright, so...
Just go back in the way you came.
Alright.
There's a staircase in the room that you just, like, came out of. So just go back through here. You can go downstairs here. So do not let any of these people out of here. You can talk to them, but absolutely don't free them. No, because if you let him leave, he's going to steal treasure chests that you can open up later, so... Do not... Every single person you let out is just going to hurt you in the later... They're in here for a reason, because these people suck.
Alright, so... Back up.
But I always thought it was really funny that, like, there's a consequence for actually, like, letting them out of prison. And if you let them out of prison, then you get fucked, so... They steal your treasure. No, you want to go up that way.
Alright.
Alright.
Might be the first time a...
Don't go back up the staircase right now.
You were going to say Jess. You were going to say my name.
No, I was going to say Lev. I need... Alright. Go downstairs.
Okay.
Go downstairs.
Going downstairs. Right.
Or open up your menu. Put everybody in the front row. You're gonna get back attacked here. So you, all right, don't move. Hey, go to and quick save in your menu. All right. So what's gonna happen here, and I guess check the thief. Make sure you have the scram ability. Go to abilities on your thief. Yeah. You don't even have scram. Oh no, you do. Okay, so equip scram. Well, you can only equip it to the second spot here. Yeah. That's the one that lets you automatically flee an encounter. That is going to be the important ability to use here. You're going to get attacked by an enemy that is ridiculously powerful, and you basically can't hurt it, and even if you kill it, it gives you nothing for killing it. The whole purpose of this enemy is just dissuade you from doing what we're about to do. But you can evade it by using scram because you'll automatically flee from it. Now, this item is it's a huge boon to you for most of the game, so it's worth getting, but it might cost us a couple thousand in Phoenix Down. So, how many Phoenix Downs do you have in your inventory?
Now, you know me, I tend to shop, but I do have all this money here, so maybe I didn't get around to it. 4.
Okay, that's fine. Also, do you know raise on your white mage just by chance?
No.
No. Okay. Well, then we're just gonna hope that we don't need to use all 4 of them. But you're gonna.
Can't I just
try to? The other thing you could do is scram one that the thief knows automatically. You could try to make all of your party members thieves so that every single one of them can use scram.
Why don't I just go and buy a bunch of Phoenix Down? I got all the money.
Because they cost like 1,000 gil a piece. They're really expensive.
Alright, we'll try it.
This item is worth it.
Okay, we'll do it
but
this...
no, again, you can change your class temporarily to thief, because I think scram is one of the ones they can use automatically.
Well, let's give it a go.
You want every single character to just be trying to run away, and...
Nope.
No, go down. Oh, no, okay, so you'd have to level them up to level 1 thief to probably do that, so...
Yep.
You can just change his class back, yeah. Also, make sure, I don't know if you've been doing this, but go to abilities for every one of your characters. Yeah, it is Flea. Yeah, so he only has, like, guard, yeah, he has guard, cover, and two-handed. You can start equipping some of these other things here. So if you use two-handed, it means you can't use a shield which is bad for this. We want the knight to be using a shield. But for some parts, you might actually want that because it means he'll hit a lot harder. Yeah, so you actually have 2 Magicus equipped for them. Yeah, and now we just put Scram on. Remember that you're always learning abilities, so you should always have stuff in your ability slots as you can, and oftentimes mixing classes is a great way to do that. So, all right, your goal is to just run all the way to the room on the left. Do not dick around, just walk straight there, run away. You're mashing the flee button until it's your thief's turn. Scrams. No, go down to Scram. No.
Scram!
Yeah.
Scram.
If
I
you
immediately
scram right
see.
away, you just immediately run. So
I immediately see what the issue is, yeah. Healer or keeper?
he's use a Phoenix down and just heal her. It's fine. You need to just keep at least one per. Don't bother with the room on the right here. Just go to the room on the left. You're gonna get that treasure chest. Keep going. Open it up. Put it on your thief. This is a very awesome tactic here, because now your thief will automatically block 25% of all the attacks that come into them.
All right.
And that stacks with your shield. So if you have a shield that also gets 25%, you can make your characters block almost every physical.
Will I self block myself if I do this?
No, because you have a save outside, so you're fine. But yeah, you're okay to do this. But you should be fine with the resources you have to get out of here anyway.
Yeah.
So the room on the right has, I think, just again scram.
Oh.
Mash either mash LNR or yeah, there you go. Pick your thief up with a Phoenix down. That was unlucky. This usually costs you 3 to 5 Phoenix downs to get through here,
so close.
But it is worth it. The room on the right just has alright. Skip. Oh, never mind. Oh, you got lucky. You actually blocked it with the shield, and so.
Alright.
Beautiful. It only cost you 1. So the room on the right I think has 1,000 gil or something in it, but it's it just cost you a Phoenix down to get there anyway, so
right.
there's no point in picking it up right now. Okay. So you can.
So what do I do now?
If you want here. So there is also Shiva if you want to go and beat Shiva to add that to your summon magic for later. If you use the summoner, you can go outside here and do that. You're just gonna go up to the right here. You gotta go up.
Up to the right.
Yeah, we're going into the waterfall. Somebody in the castle tells you that they hear icy voices and stuff and coming from here or whatever. They basically tell you Shiva exists in here. You don't have to fight these things, just run.
Yeah. Come on. Thank you.
Scram is a very nice ability to have. Yeah, it is referred to as Flea in the original one. A lot of the names changed because
I like
it's
Scram
based on character
better.
limits from the original. Yeah. The samurai has an ability that's originally called Sword Slap, but I think it's I don't even remember the term for it in this one. Yeah. But yeah, they abbreviate a lot of stuff. You gotta go around the outside. Alright, just a quick save before you fight her, just to be safe.
Right.
You're gonna want to use your Black Mage to just cast fire spells and everything. And just keep your guys healed up. I mean, this is a pretty easy fight. You'll be fine. Just fire at everybody here. Yeah, use your knight. Just get these guys down as quick as possible. It's not difficult. Just don't use ice magic on the ice boss. That's it. That's the only way you could fuck this up.
Yeah, that makes a vague sense. I can kind of see the insane logic. But,
like, I'm gonna fight fire with fire. It's like, that never works out. Don't do that. Yeah, you might want to...
I know. Item, Phoenix down, bam. Oh! No, we've lost.
Well, yeah, like I said, you have to keep your party healed at the same time, so...
I'm not gonna even try.
Yeah, you're gonna have... This is why we quick save, because, you know, we learned the
Yeah.
hard ways.
This is why I grind. And what did I say in the thumbnail? What did I say in the title?
It's fine.
Right, so, yeah, we're about
Oh, hello, Billy Boy Blue.
Good to see you there, Billy Boy Blue. Just got my ass kicked
You
by...
also have the option to just try to focus fire them one at a time. You can do that. I think they have like 500 or 600 health, something like that. It's not like a huge amount.
What's up?
Dragoon's not actually like all that great of a class in this game, but he doesn't have it yet anyway. It's actually one of the last ones you get. Though there are some fights where having the Dragoon is kind of nice, because you can just evade attacks.
Attack, fire, white mage, cure.
There you go, see? You got it, you'll be fine.
No, I'm not. Why do you lie?
Well... that was just unfortunate.
That was the game knowing what you said.
Well, the other option you have is you can try, if you die again, you can try giving the Elven Cloak to, like, either white or black mage. I mean, if you can just get this guy down, you should be okay. Yeah. No, yeah, well, you can't, as soon as you leave your menu, like this, yeah. They get priority the second you leave your menu, so that it was already signed.
This game knows what I'm doing.
You can't use multiple Phoenix Downs like that against an opponent that's gonna AoE attack you. You have to like heal your party above the threshold first. No, before you go in, I would say unequip since we only really needed the Elven Mantle on the Thief so that you could run away from that one guy, but now you can give it to like either your white or black mage.
White mage.
Because that'll protect you from some of the physical attacks, so they'll live longer. Yeah.
No, I'm not cooked. I'm the opposite of cooked. I'm frozen.
Now you're gonna cook them. That's the idea here.
Yep, there we go.
Well,
this is not viable. Boop, boop, boop.
well, you have to be careful. Like dedicate. I would have like one of your mages just healing you every turn, and the other one using fire every turn.
Yeah.
Also, healing just that one guy was definitely not the way to go.
Down.
Oh, there is one other thing that we also probably should be doing here, and it's that your mages need to be in the back row because we're not getting back attacked anymore, and they're not. We don't want them to take extra physical damage.
Yeah, that's actually why I'm just gonna speed it up here. Come on! Wow, 25% indeed. There we go. All right. So. Boop.
You have the other option, too, of changing your thief to be another mage, and then you could cast even more fire spells.
Good point. Jobs.
See, this is the advantage of this system here, is that You already bought all the fire spells, so if you make your thief a black mage, then yeah, now your black mage can automatically. If you want to, you could even put on the scram or steal commands on your other ability if you feel like it.
Nah, this is gonna be a one-off sort of thing.
Yeah. But I would, yeah, still give the Elven Mantle to one of the mages that can actually heal you. Nope, you're on job, so you have to switch to equip. But yeah, back row all the mages here.
Right.
Under formation.
Formation.
There you go. Alright, then you now quick save it. Yeah.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah, just quick save. There you go.
All right.
See, look, we're demonstrating to everybody how flexibility here is going to help us. Now, yeah, just now you can spam fire spells, and you can also.
Oh, damn it!
Starting after the first turn, you'll probably want to have your white mage heal. Isn't this much better now? Look. Yeah, exactly. Without failure, you can't appreciate victory.
It would be boring if it was just an endless march of victory, like the original He-Man show.
See, look, you've got this. Look, it's so easy now. Miss? Oh, how could you?
Why? Oh, there's always one.
No. You need to be using cure spells. Fuck the Phoenix Downs. If they go down, ignore them. Heal your party. You have somebody who's at critical health. If you get blizzarded again, you're going to lose 2 people instead of just 1.
Alright.
That could have been so bad if Shiva just, like, used Blizzard on everyone. This is one of the things I think you gotta, like, learn how to do. When you see that they're doing, like, a certain amount of damage with your attack, you, like, don't bother picking up more people off the ground until your existing party members are over that amount of health. You have to be able to tank at least 1 hit first. But you've got this. You're fine.
Oh. Boop.
We're just in desperation mode here. We're just like, fuck it. You know, you can have Lena also use heal spells, because remember, you have white magic on that one.
What?
Well, just attack now.
You got this,
Back
Lev.
yourself into this corner.
Woo!
You're fine. Look, see? Look how fine it is. Now you got another Frost Rod. So you can give one to your other Black Mage now if you'd like. Or, and here's the other fun part, if you equip a Frost Rod and then you break one from your inventory, the one you break gets even stronger because it gets the element boost from the one you're holding. So, that's fine. The bottom of this area leads directly out of here, so you're okay.
Right.
Just go out the bottom of the room.
I gotta re-equip it. Oh, it's sort of fun. Yeah, okay. Doot. Ugh.
There you go. You got Shiva. You unlocked Shiva.
Sweet. Just like it is sorry. No. Now we need to heal up.
Yeah, well, go talk to the king first while you're here. You may as well do that. And I think there's another spell you can get while you're here, and I believe it's a bard spell. Remember, our ultimate goal here was to come here and tell the king to stop fucking with the crystal. Because we already saw the wind crystal blew up, so...
Greed causing an imbalance in nature? I've never heard of such a thing in media.
Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, I'm sure that people are gonna be resistant to it, but you know what? They're stupid, and you are the king, so they can just suck it up.
Yeah, you're an absolute monarch. Come on.
You are literally the monarch here. You can do whatever you want. It's the one benefit of being king is that you get to say, fuck what the people want. I know better than you because I am ordained by God. And if I say that the crystal gets turned off, then it gets turned off. Exactly. Fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
Straight
Police.
Yeah, well, I thought you told me to hide them from you, so I
Hide them,
did.
but not eat them all.
They looked quite delicious.
There was like 4 cookies.
That's a lot of fucking cookies.
You know what? And it's true, but I was hungry and I hadn't had dinner yet, so...
I forgot you were doing this.
Alright. Yeah, you can go to the town and just go and use it. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Go back up.
I knew that was something, yeah.
Yeah, because I think if we go upstairs, then there's a thing. NWA. What does the N in NWA stand for? No.
No.
Room on the right.
What did you think it stood for?
I think it's...
you starting shit, man. You gotta know how to keep up. Alright. Wow. Up a creek. Oh, that's nice.
Look, I think that it stands for... with attitude.
Once you bring sound effects into it, you've won the argument. It's like drawing someone as a Wojak.
Oh yeah, they talk about Shiva.
Oh my god, I was trapped here for years. There's no button on the other side of the door.
Oh yeah, that we're gonna be going there later. Yeah, did we do everything here? I think so. Maybe it was the other castle I was thinking of.
No, it's downstairs too.
Oh yeah, well yeah, maybe it was thinking of downstairs. Yeah, no, there's stuff in this room. A tent. And a Phoenix Down. Phoenix Down, yeah, that's it. Because Phoenix Downs are fucking expensive, so we want to pick them up for free whenever we can.
As well they should. They are basically a get-out-of-death free card.
Yeah, well, they're more expensive in this game than they are in other games. We don't have raise yet, so we definitely value them highly. Yeah, so just go to the inn. That's the easiest thing to do. I don't remember if this is one of the towns that has a piano in it, but we should check. If there is a piano here, it would be in the room, or in the building in the top of the town.
Yeah, 1,000 for that shit.
yeah, like it's good to have a couple Phoenix Downs, but
Have
you
one
don't need a
apiece.
whole lot. Yeah, that's fine. So no, okay. So there is not. Yeah, if there's ever a piano in a town, it would be in the tavern, but there's not even a tavern in this town, so you don't have to worry. All right, cool. So now we can take our Windrake and fly over to the meteor.
Another one.
Yeah.
How suggestive looking.
Yeah, no, looks like everything's okay here, so, I guess maybe we go check out the tower next to it, huh? Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Gorilla!
Jamaica,
Oh, no.
ooh, you wanna take it?
And some random soldier guy. I don't know, dark
Was he-
forces seem to be afoot.
A soldier, you say? Was he squatting?
Not that kind of soldier.
Richard May? Wait, does that say Richard Mays?
It's Ricard Mage, yeah.
Oh.
I think these ones might be the Reflect guys. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, they're not them. No, they do slow. Now, there are Reflect Mages that you will fight against later, so just be aware of that. So Tower of Walls, let's see. There actually are... so here's the thing. You might want your Thief to steal from these guys, because the reason that they're notable is they carry Flame Rods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you have the one that lets you cast Blizzaga, but they're the ones that you can get the rod that casts Firaga.
Well, that's my criminal enterprise finished.
Yeah. I'm sorry, no, it's a drop from them. I'm sorry, not a steal, it's a drop. But the Wyverns and the Ice Soldiers also you can steal Mithril stuff from, so they're worth stealing.
There we are. Speak of the
You
devil.
steal regular rods from them, but... So, yeah, steal from the Wyverns. Alright, yeah, Mithril Knife is an improvement over your regular knife, so...
Alright.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you can get a slightly better sword for your knight if you find the Ice Soldiers. So don't forget to equip your knife to your thief. Make him better at stabbing things.
It's very good that he does that.
Well, her better at stabbing things, I guess.
You know, we're talking about murder, but like we need to make sure that the gender's appropriate.
Yeah. Is it Wyvern or Wyvern? That's actually a good question.
I think it's like vase or vase, isn't it?
Also, in one of the original translations of this game, I think it was actually called the Wyburn. Because it was like one of the worst fucking translations of it in like any of the games ever. It literally like... Yeah. It was literally spelled like this, like the letter Y and then the word burn.
Wyburn.
It was so fucking poorly translated.
Got some silk robes.
Yeah. Give them to one of your mages.
Whee! What, did you forget how to climb down?
Yeah. Fuck it. Why? It's faster to fall. Alright. There's a chest on the right if you want.
Maiden's Kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, you can heal up.
Got an
here.
achievement.
Yeah. Just save, because you're going to be fighting Gorilla. Alright, so what was I gonna say?
I'm gonna use a tent. Fuck it.
You also have another option here. So remember, you could use the freelancer right now if you instead of one of the mages. Garula is, I think, vulnerable to being paralyzed, and you actually remember when you killed Forza, you got a whip from him. The freelancer can equip the whip, even though that none of your current classes can. It is actually a pretty powerful weapon against him. Now, you don't actually have all the abilities memorized, but you can equip the ones that you do know, which are those two things. So
So she got the whip.
yeah, you want the whip equipped here. So go to your abilities for your freelancer here.
Oh.
And yeah, just change Lena's abilities. You can equip both of those. So remember, freelancer, you get to pick both slots. So you still have access to your magic. You're not going to level up your class for this fight because you're on freelancer, but it gives you the ability to use whatever equipment you want now. And so make sure you put her in the front row so that you can actually deal some real damage with it. And this matters because Gorilla can actually counterattack, and sometimes it sucks. So if you whip and inflict the paralyze on it, it actually won't get to counter it. This is a fight where you either want to cast magic on it or only, like, you don't want the thief to probably physical attack, or either just have the knight and freelancer attack it and maybe just the other one heal. It actually, yeah, like you steal from these guys. There you go. Now you got a new sword for your knight here.
Sweet.
This also might be a good battle to maybe have your thief be somebody else. So. Well, first, yeah, like you can pick whichever one you want here. It doesn't really matter.
All right. I guess I will replace my black mage.
Yeah, you could do that. You can put steel on there in case you come across another one of those mages. You can steal more swords.
True.
Yep, and then yeah, you got a new shiny mithril sword, so you may as well use that. Cool, excellent.
Let's make sure everything's good.
I think it's the one on the left that you need to climb up here.
Scrolling up the character.
Yeah, and then
silver armlet.
There you go. You got a silver armlet. Yeah, you can give it to any one of your guys. It doesn't really matter. You already have that on him, so don't worry. Sure. Fuck it.
Bonk. Whoop.
See, now we're starting to learn how to mix and match the class abilities, which helps a lot. So, like, you could steal more knives from these guys. Are any of the main characters more suited to certain jobs, or is it essentially the same? Technically, there are very slight stat differences between the characters, but they're not significant enough that it really makes any appreciable difference. But if you are trying to min-max it, then yeah, certain characters are slightly better at being mages versus physical fighters. Like Lena is a little bit better as like a mage, whereas like Bartz is going to be better at fighting. But it's only by like 2 or 3 points at most, so it's generally not really worth worrying about. Yeah, you can see the power of that whip here. Nope, you actually needed to go up here.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there was also a stop we could have made here to go get another weapon before this, but we don't really need it. You
Okay,
can quick save if you want. Like, you'll be fine with what you have.
Ah.
This soldier is trying to stop Garula. Alright, so yeah. Do not physically attack it with the mages. Just only physically attack it with the knight and your freelancer.
Okay.
So that's basically it. Because once he gets to a certain point, he can hurt you with counterattack. So I don't think you can steal a potion from him, but you don't. That's it. He doesn't really have anything that you care about. So. Remember, what rod do you have equipped to your black mage here? That you might want to change which spell you're using. Did you equip the flame rod? Or...
I don't think I equipped.
Well, no, you're on Lena right now. You want her physically attacking. Go. So if you if you go to your items menu.
All right.
To your click on items and then go up. You can see what you currently have equipped. So your white mage has a flail equipped, which is fine. You're not physically attacking with that, but you want to do this with your black mage to see which rod you have equipped because it will make the spells of that type stronger. So if you
Mithril knife.
You have. Okay, well here's what you can do. Go into items. No, go back. You click Y and change it. Put your frost rod on.
So how do
No, you're going to use it like that.
Ah.
So go up to that, press Y, and then put
there we go.
The frost rod. There, now you can now use your blizzard spell, and it'll actually be stronger.
Mildly, but yeah.
There you go. It gives it like a 50% boost to any element of that type. But the other way, if you want to instantly win this fight, you could also then just crack the blizzard rod, but you don't really need to.
Yeah, I mean, he's already pixelating in front of us.
Yeah, you got him. Ta-da! So yeah, now you're gonna get a couple new jobs. Some of these are really fun ones. Oh no, we were too late. We didn't save this crystal either.
You'd be a running theme in these games.
Yep. Oh, what's that? One of the shards is stuck up at the top there. I don't know how we're going to get to that one. Technically, Butts has a job. He's a knight. The one who doesn't have a job right now is Lena, because we made her a freelancer for that fight, so... we probably want to give her a job again. It just happens that... It so happens the whip is actually a really useful item to have for this fight, because it can paralyze him and stop him from counterattacking you. Again, these are all strategies you learn playing the 4-job Fiesta, because sometimes your classes to fight like if you have to fight him with like 4 white mages, that is really hard to do. Because you don't have the physical damage to really hurt him. Well, no, you gotta pick up the crystals first, silly. You're gonna get new jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about this yet.
Berserker.
Berserker's my favorite one, because it's the worst job in the game.
Time, maybe.
I have beaten the entire game with the Berserker on all 4 characters for the entire game. Twice. I beat it twice with 4 Berserkers on every single boss. Including the final boss, and also including Omniscient, who literally counterattacks every single physical attack by resetting the battle to the beginning. I still found a way to get there with the Berserker. It's not easy.
So how do I get that last time, that shard?
You will not get it until near the end of the game.
Ah,
It will be
foreshadow.
possible to come. Eventually, you will be able to come back here, but not until the very end of the game. The one that you did not get right now is Mime, which is basically a superior version of Freelancer. Because instead of
You were too cool to kill.
Boop. 2 ability slots, the Mime actually gets 3 ability slots. You don't have the attack command by default. So you can have any 3 abilities with the Mime that you want. Which means you could do something like, white magic, summon magic, and throw from the ninja, or something of that sort. Or like the cross slash, or like spell blade and blue magic. Any ridiculous combination you can imagine. Oh, look, Sildra came and saved us.
Good thing they don't chew their food.
Good thing, yeah. The Time Mage is actually pretty useful in certain parts of the game, too. Haste is really nice, but once you get towards the end of the game, you will have haste rings on everybody, so it won't be as necessary. Though Time Mage is the one that gets to learn Meteor, which is kind of fun. Don't worry, we will see Sildra again one day, but it won't be for a long time. The Sea Dragon Doggy is the best boy.
Okay.
Right, well, so now if you want to mess with your jobs, you have some new choices.
Let's start with here. Berserker.
Yeah, so
Wolfie.
So the Berserker, you have no control over the Berserker. They automatically have Berserk equipped, which means they get plus, what is it? It's like 1.5 times damage in all their physical attacks. And I think it increases their speed by a little bit. But you have no control over it. They will just randomly attack, and every single time their bar fills up. They use axes and
hammers,
that's
knives,
pretty much their
and yeah. There's axes back in the last town.
They get to wear heavy armor, which is kind of nice, but like I said, it's usually the Berserker is like one of the worst classes because you literally don't get to even control it. You can't make them do anything other than just attack all the time forever. I beat the entire game with 4 of them, so it is definitely like possible to do that. It's just it's really hard, and you have to grind quite a lot with them if you want to do something that stupid.
All right, Mystic Knights.
Some of the other ones are better. So, Mystic Knight is like a mage that uses swords. So they're like a cross between the knight and the black mage. They have their ability lets you infuse your sword with an element of a spell, and then you attack with that element. So, for instance, if you had Thundaga, you can do their spell blade attack, and then now your sword is a Thundaga blade, which will attack for a lot of fucking lightning damage every time you hit with it. Which is very useful against certain enemies. If you know that they're weak against a certain element, you can just make your sword that element and just deal ridiculous amounts of damage to them.
Summoner speaks for itself, right? Get summons, use summons.
You know what Summoner does.
Time Mage does
Time
what
Mage,
does.
They have access to a lot of kind
shit.
of statusy stuff, but like things like slow and stop and haste is their really good one. They only get 2 spells that actually deal damage, and one of them is Comet, and the other one is Meteor, and you don't get Meteor until the end of the game.
Red Mage?
They can, however, use... I was going to say, the Time Mage and the Summoner can both use... They can equip rods, which means if you want to go on a strategy of just breaking rods, they can still do that, so that's nice. Red Mage gets to use both white and black magic, but only up to a certain level. So they can't use like the best black magic spells. They can't use the best white magic spells, but they can use both at the same time with their red magic. And their ultimate thing, and this is the thing you're gonna love, because if you grind them all the way to mastering the class, you learn Dual Cast. Dual Cast as an ability lets you cast any 2 magic spells from any 2 spell lists you have equipped.
Well, you sold me on red mage.
So, yeah. But how I will warn you that dual cast is like the single highest amount of AP of any ability to learn in the entire. The red mage
Oh.
takes it's the maximum amount of time you'd have to grind with it to max it out. So, but grinding it does let you do things like dual cast Thundaga, so you can just like fucking blast the shit out of your enemies twice in a row.
I do want Rage Furry. Like, I do kind of want
Or
Rage Furry.
double Bahamut. I mean, you can have a Rage Furry. He's just going to physically attack everything very hard.
That, like I said, I'm kind of okay with that.
For some fights, that's fine. But there are going to be fights where that is a huge liability because you don't want to attack every enemy all the time.
That's true. Alright, let's play it.
No, well, for most of the time, it's fine. There's only going to be a couple battles in the game where having a Berserker is a problem. So if we want to use it, I will tell you when we get to those points so that you don't have to worry about it.
Alright. Rage Furry.
This is also one where two-handed is also kind of useful because you can. Yeah, he doesn't get any job commands. You don't get to do anything special with him. But you could equip two-handed to him if you don't want him to use a shield. You can give him a weapon, and he will. If any weapon that says it can be two-handed, will deal at 1.5 times damage. So.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the town and buy that axe.
I think that there was. I don't know if we talked about the other one. We saw there's a blue mage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, blue mage learns its abilities from getting hit by enemy spells.
You did mention
not going
them.
back here.
No, I'm buying the axe.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. You may also want to buy some of the other spells now that you have access to those classes.
I don't suppose I can have two axes, can I?
No, you can only equip one. But, like I said, so see how it says can be two-handed? So if you go to your abilities for him, no, yeah, go to abilities for your Berserker. Yeah, you have two-handed on here. So if you don't have a shield equipped, it's going to actually double the amount of damage his axe does.
Fuck it, glass cannon.
So, yeah, so you can unequip the shield so he takes more damage, but like his attacks will be even more deadly. The other thing to note is the way that the axe and hammer damage works in this game, it's a little bit janky. It ignores some portion of defense, but the attack is also like it has a much wider range of randomness for the damage that it does. So if you'll notice that some of your Berserker attacks will be a lot less strong, and some of them will be a lot more powerful. But axes are kind of good against certain enemies that have very high defense because they just cut through it a lot easier.
Let's keep our thief for now.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a good idea to sometimes just mix and match different classes. Like just because you had one person as a class before, like you may at some point want to switch them up so they start learning other abilities too.
I was thinking I'm not bound to this shit.
Every class that you master, you automatically get to keep their stat whenever you use them as a freelancer. So let's say you have Lena become a mastered black mage, and you turn her into a freelancer. Now all the spells that she casts as a freelancer are going to use the magic stat for the black mage. Means that her magic will be a lot more powerful then.
I could do it because not when the next show is, obviously, with that would only a week, but between that episode and the first one of 2026, it's quite possible. But here's the thing: I'd have to find the best grinding place.
There's a couple there are a couple places that are pretty good for that. Yeah, I don't know if you want to change any of your other classes here, but you'll be fine. The red mage also, I should mention. The red mage is like an okay physical attacker. He actually gets to use basic swords. He can't use like the really cool knight swords, but he gets to use basic swords, like the long sword. So your red mage is really average at doing everything. He can heal you. He can use a little bit of black magic. He can deal a little bit of physical damage. I think you already have a long sword in your inventory, so you don't really need to buy another one. So if you wanted to use the red mage, that is an option you have to you. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about their equipment too much. The only thing that really matters, I think, spells. You should buy all those. Because at some point you may want to use those classes, and just having access to the spells.
And I think I have the
is
money
useful.
too.
Yeah. The spells are usually not that important. So those are for the summoner. Those are for the time mage.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah. Now we can get out of here, and I might entice you into using a freelancer for a while, because there's a really awesome weapon we're about to pick up that you can't use otherwise.
Okay. Let's do it.
So go see down to the left of us where there should be one dot like there at the bottom of that little circle. Tycoon Castle. Or well, it's by the Tycoon meteorite.
All right.
Yeah, you can fly over to there, and remember, we haven't been back to the castle like at all so far. As far as they know, their princess is still missing, so you might want to go and tell them that you're alive. This is totally optional. You don't have to come back here and do this right now, but you get some extra stuff for having done so, and there's a cutscene that reveals something interesting.
At least they address this, because some games will just be like, yeah, I know exactly where she is. She's right beside me. If only we knew where the princess was.
Yeah, no, you can just go and talk to him.
If you're enjoying this, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so.
Hell yeah. So this is the first time that you really get to see these two talk to each other. See, she has her own room because she's princess of the castle. Yeah, they both have matching pendants, so that's the thing that kind of tips it off.
Oh,
They reference it like I think it 2 or 3 times. So
I mean, maybe you could say, oh, she stole it by killing the original princess.
Well, if you talk to enough of the NPCs, you eventually piece together what happened, and I think towards the end of the game they actually address it more but for the time being, what you can kind of figure out is that Lena had a sister that during one of their voyages got, like when they were very young, got thrown overboard, and the pirates found Ferris and adopted her because they had no idea. So yeah, Ferris is in fact Lena's sister, but doesn't even know it because she hadn't grown up with her. No, go back. You need to go investigate those. Do the job right. The one that he's in front of, yeah. There you go. So, yeah, there are a bunch of treasures in this castle. We may as well take them all. Oh yeah, that's her real name. See, there you go. She's saying. See, they just gave you the backstory and what happened.
How convenient.
So you know Ferris's real name now is actually Sarsia. But this is also something that you find out later too. The reason that the pirates called her Ferris is because she was so young she couldn't actually say her own name right. So instead of saying Sarsia, she would say Farhia. And they were like, all right, Ferris, that's close enough. I always thought that was kind of a cute detail.
Ether. Because these castles are in all these games. These castles are so full of random shit you can just steal.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, this is just where the Windrake normally sleeps, so there's nothing out here. And I do like that there's a lot of these little lore details. Like, you learn more about it eventually, but the game does also, like, kind of reward you early on by, like, letting you search for some of this stuff on your own, and then you kind of piece it together before it actually happens. That's Princess Lena's room. Oh, yeah. You can't go in here yet, but later on there's a book in that room that actually teaches you a bard spell. So, later in the game we will be back there for that.
That everything?
Yeah, we're going outside now. Did you go to the area on the left there?
I believe I did that before I went. I think so, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay, we did this one. All right. So then we're going outside and to the left this time. This is where the good stuff is. No, go down where that guard is. Use the stairs, Lev. That's what they're for.
Stairs are confusing when they're above.
They're not above. You're above.
They are above viewed.
I just want to see, like, fan art of you just, like, standing at the top of a staircase just confused.
Like a fucking one of those AI bots that doesn't know what a chair is.
How do stairs work? You know, it'd be funny if you're holding, like, a fucking bottle of beer at the zoo. I can't figure out these stairs.
This is even more extreme than that time I forgot to sit down.
You got a couple of things. So I think you got a healing staff, which you could give to your white mage. The healing staff makes it so that whenever you physically attack with it, whatever you're attacking, whether it be friend or foe, instead of dealing damage, it actually heals them.
So I hit them with
healing. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Your white mage now, when you bop people with the staff, will physically heal them. It's not a huge amount, but it's a little bit.
Diamond Bell?
You also picked up the Diamond Bell as a weapon for the Geomancer, which it's okay. It's not, like, amazing. But the Ashura Sword is for the Samurai, and the Ashura... so Samurai Swords have critical hits on them, so it can crit for a lot of damage. It's also, like, the most powerful weapon you have at the moment, but since you don't have the Samurai, the only way you could use it is if you gave it to a Freelancer.
Ah.
Otherwise, you'd have to wait until you get the Samurai to use it.
No, we don't.
It is a pretty powerful weapon at this stage of the game, but like I say, you don't really need it at this moment. So you've gotten all the important stuff from here, though. So Well, now there's only one more thing to do. You're going to have to go back and investigate the meteorite. It should be to the right of where you are. Up. There. Since you are kind of landlocked where you are, the only way to go forward is to leave your Windrake behind.
How convoluted. Boop.
Yeah, a little bit.
Whee! They just all die when they go to the other side, as you do. Just you don't know.
So here's the fun thing about this: escalators can break down, and in one case, there was an escalator that broke down so severely that it caused like a dozen people to get like significantly injured because like 3 different safety mechanisms of the escalator failed simultaneously. It was a shit show.
Do you want to know something terrifying? In Dublin Airport, they have those assisted walkways, you know, where it's just like an escalator on the ground, like flat on the ground.
Yeah.
And one time,
I've been to Heathrow. I know all about that.
well, one time, my ma said she was going to, she was cleaning around during a busy like rush to people were trying to get on their flight, and it broke, and they just stood there, like I did. They just stood there going like, "What do we do? What do we do?" And everyone's kind of staring at them. Like,
what do you mean? What do you do? Fucking walk.
And someone, and she was adamant, it was an American, was like, "When is this thing going to turn on? We're late for our flight."
Oh my god.
People be so. People be so.
I swear, like, some people, when they meet the lightest possible amount of resistance in their life, they just shut down. Like, they're deer in the headlights. No, you're going outside the meteor. You went to a different one.
Oh, that's a different meteor. Okay.
Yeah. No, like, they encounter the slightest bit of pushback, and all of a sudden they're just like,
what do I
don't know what to do.
They are literally sheeple in that regard.
Yes, and it's just, what do you mean you don't know what to do? Alright. So, yeah, you're going to walk around here. There is a town to the left, and you got to walk around this mountain here, but... Yeah. The turtle, if you're going to use the chemist, you can steal turtle shells from these grass tortoises. I'm going to recommend that even though the chemist is like one of the more powerful classes in this game, it's one of the more complicated ones, and I am not going to recommend that you do that on your first playthrough. So I wouldn't worry too much about the chemist stuff. But if you were to use the chemist, then this is an enemy where you can steal some of the components you need for your stuff.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that damage. And that's good experience. Oh, I got 2 turtle shells, so...
Well, they always drop them, and you can steal them as an extra thing from them, so... Oh, these guys are awesome. So, alright, here's the thing. No, you don't want to... Fuck. Alright, so the wild knacks have an attack that they do. It hurts you for the amount of damage that's the difference between their current health and their maximum health. So ideally, you want to kill these things in like one hit so that they actually can't hurt you with that other attack. But at this point, just kill them as quickly as possible. They don't have a lot of health, but like, yeah, it's just, there's no reason to just let them actually hit you with that thing, that's all. I will show you in a minute, though. We're going to be abusing the wild. Well, you're going to love that because I'll explain to you how this works. But the wild necks are one of the good enemies to grind against here. Go into town. And here's what I want you to do. Go to the item shop. The item shop is to the left. Or, I'm sorry, the weapons and armor store. I lied.
Okay.
You get to buy one item that costs half price. So probably whatever the most expensive one is, which is the mithril hammer here, just buy one of them. Or either, yeah, that's fine. Because as soon as you do that, then you're going to get accosted here. So you get to buy one discount item, and then all of a sudden you get accused of being in league with the monsters because you came out of the meteor.
Let's go buy a new item. I could kill them, but no.
Yeah, I know. But at least you have company.
I don't know. He's kind of focused running into the wall there, like someone's controller is stuck. Oh, never mind. Horse feathers.
Yeah, he tried to escape prison with explosives, and he just busted himself into another cell.
Ha 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 ha! No, Sid.
It makes you wonder why he didn't just blow up the door to his cell and why he tried to destroy the wall.
Oh no, machines caused all this problem.
Yeah, it turns out they didn't want to turn off the fire crystal either. I like that he just casually walks into the cell next to him. It's not his cell. And nobody questions this. Yeah, so Sid in this case is a genius engineer here.
So different to his normal
And of
roles.
course he was right, but everybody didn't want to listen to him, and now it's like... They're like, these guys are in league with werewolves. The cameras were turned off for 2 minutes. Sid's like, no. Either they get to help or nobody is doing anything, so... Alright, there's nothing really else here in the castle that you can do, so just leave. Alright, go back to the town. Oh. Karnak Castle, you're going to see there's a lot of treasure chests in here, but you can't get to them because there's fire blocking all of them at the moment, so don't even worry about it. That's going to be a whole thing for later on, and I'm sure you're going to love that. But for the time being, we got to go back outside. That's what we like to call the Karnak 500.
God, how you gave it a name.
Fantasy.
You gave it a name. I'm scared.
Yep, the Karnak 500. So we are running for your life, racing against the clock.
I'm very...
And also against your own greed.
Fuck you. Fuck you, furries.
It was that guy, the werewolf.
From before.
He tried to get in. Yeah. Alright, so now you can go back to the town. Because we can actually do stuff here now. Alright, well, go back to the weapon store for a minute. Since we didn't actually go and get to buy any of this stuff, so here's the deal. This is the place in the game where you can buy all these rods. These rods, when you use them, they cast the most powerful version of the magic for that type. So, Thundaga, Blizzaga, and Firaga. They will instantly annihilate everything that you are going to be fighting for pretty much all of World 1. So, for 750 gil, you get to win any encounter. That's what it said. Now, remember that when you're Black Mage or whatever mage you have equipped with that rod, it will also boost the power of any rod that you crack from your inventory, making it even more powerful. Remember those wild knacks that we just fought?
Mm-hmm.
They drop they give you, I think, about 1,000, maybe 1,100 gil every time that you kill all 5 of them, which means every time you crack one rod for 750, you're gaining money by killing them with it. So it is a very fast way to kill all 5 of them at once, gain some experience and
infinite money
for
loot.
your character classes, and gain the money back to buy more rods. So if if you are interested in doing grinding off stream, this is one of the good ways to do this for a little while.
I actually think we need to wrap it up here because I have stuff to do tomorrow. But also, importantly, this seems like a great place for me to grind for a few days.
Yeah, but before we do that, let's finish doing all the other stuff in town. Because you can buy all your equipment from here. So if you want to get some weapons or armor or whatever, you will be able to afford basically as much of this nonsense that you want from doing this. However, there's also a piano that we can go and play in the tavern. So let's go play the piano before we stop. That's all.
Okay.
Because if we ever are going to use the Bard class, then you want to play all the piano so that you learn the special song. Oh yeah, so you will also notice that if you hit optimal it'll change your weapon too, which means even though we had the healing staff equipped, it put you back with the flail because that's the highest attacking thing that it had.
Yeah, I figured.
So there's spells in that room, but if you go straight, I think it's up and to the left, not this one.
Yeah, but this is where the...
No, not in this room.
Okay.
The tavern always has a special, it's like a bottle of booze on it. Yeah, like you see there, it's a drink cup. That's where you find the pianos at. Which there is a piano here. So let's play the piano! Yeah. I think this is our second one. So he's gotten slightly better at piano.
Just like The Sims.
And then, yeah, there is a magic shop that's outside that I think has new spells for us, so if you probably want to go get those.
Mm.
Because I think you get level 2 black magic spells now, which are very useful. Bottom right of the town. There we go. Yeah. Fyra, Blizzra, and Thundara. Sweet. And then, yep, Kira. Finally get raised, so now you can actually revive your guys for a lot cheaper than a Phoenix down. There you go. And more time magic if you decide you want to use the time mage. So yeah, now you've kind of got yourself in a position where you can change out a bunch of your people if you want and have them level up and learn some skills from different classes and stuff, and acquire a shit ton of money, and then stockpile a whole bunch of these awesome ass magic rods that you can just throw. Because, like I said, until we get back towards the end of World 2, when we get about somewhere between like 50-60% of the way through the game is when you'll start being able to like cast those spells for real. But until we get to that point, throwing rods at things is one way to solve any problem with like no issue whatsoever.
Sweet.
So,
Let's
if
see
you
how
just
many
want to get a bunch
rods.
of money to just
Yeah.
carry rods with you everywhere, you can kill everything with things.
All right. I think I'll do that then.
So, but just remember you can change your classes and start mixing up which abilities your characters are going to learn. Because, just because Lena's a level 4 black mage, you might want to have Galuf also learn black magic so that he can use it better. Just things to consider. But yeah, anywhere in the forest areas where you will encounter these. And then the trick is, like I said, you want to just have your mage just crack a rod over them and it will just instantly kill them all. Or actually, you probably are even strong enough where even if you just cast like Fyra or Blizzra or something like that, that'll probably just be enough to kill them anyway. But, you get the idea. You act well. You don't have enough.
There we are.
Yeah. So like that also works.
Gil 120.
The rods are a little bit more useful if you have like say Time Mage, but you don't have Black Mage. Well,
hold on.
It still gives you a way to do that. So.
Gil 625. Rod 750.
Well, it's fine. Don't worry. You are okay.
Thought you said we make more money back doing this. Even if I can see some problems here.
Well, like you're strong enough to kill them for them. You don't even need the rods. Like that's the thing. You're getting about 1 rod per fight. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Your black magic is strong enough to just erase them as it is. It really only matters if you are like doing a Fiesta run or something and you have like, say like Time Mage, but like all shitty classes. Like 1 Time Mage and like 3 White Mages or something like that. You might consider doing that. So just use your regular magic. You'll be fine. You'll gain money. You'll gain shit tons of money here. You'll just buy all the
you'll see what I've done since next week when we have the show. But yeah, I want to wrap it up here. My tush demands that I get off this chair and do some exercises. You gotta spend money to make money, but that's true. That's true. I got it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Anyway, and you want to promote before you're out of here?
No, that's just that I was glad to see your last episode of Bearded Ramblings, and if anybody missed it, you should go back and watch it.
It was cool, and thanks for the donation, by the way. Next time we see you, I don't have my phone on me. It's next week, though, right? Or is it the week after?
I think it was 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. Okay. Next time I do U.F.F. is technically today, because it just went after midnight. That will be Commissar Feelgood around about 10 o'clock for more Vampire the Masquerade. Then after that, Goblin Queen Chesh, who is in the chat there, will be there for Thursday for more Final Fantasy 7. Yeah. And then Krendar will show up next week, I do believe. No, 17th, I believe, is Krendar. And no Bearded Ramblings this week, or probably for the foreseeable future. So instead, we are going to do a watch party over on the Discord this Sunday. Anyone can join. The movie is, let's just say it's a movie that a lot of people wonder whether or not it is a Christmas movie. That's all I'll say. So a lot of people have been having fights.
I bet I know which one it is.
Alright, say it after the stream and I'll tell you yay or nay. Okay, so with that said, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much, Majicus, for keeping me on the straight and narrow of not getting distracted. And yeah, that's the gist.
Just remember, chat, when in doubt, Gil toss. Enough said.
Gil.
Solve all your problems by throwing money at it.